Remember when shopping was an adventure, not just a click? Before online stores, department stores were the heartbeat of American life, magical places where families created memories, children dreamed, and every weekend held the promise of discovery. Join us as we resurrect 20 legendary stores that defined generations, each with a story that'll transport you back to a time when retail was about more than just buying, it was about experiencing. Get ready to journey through a lost retail landscape that shaped America. Let's begin with the legendary 5 and dime that started it all. Founded in 1879 by Frank Winfield Woolworth, this wasn't just a store, it was a revolution that changed how America shopped. Picture stepping into a Woolworths in the 1950s, thousands of items gleaming under bright lights. Everything priced at just 5 or 10 cents, but what made Woolworths truly special was its lunch counter. The smell of grilled cheese sandwiches, the sound of milkshakes being mixed, friends meeting after school. These weren't just meals, they were first dates, family traditions, and community gathering spots. For generations of Americans, Woolworths was where childhood allowances were spent and the magic of affordable abundance first took hold. But Woolworths was just the beginning of how department stores would transform American shopping. Founded in 1902 by James Cash Penney, J.C. Penney became the cornerstone of middle-class American shopping. This was where families bought their annual back-to-school wardrobes, where young men purchased their first suits, and where mothers found everything they needed under one roof. The real magic happened every holiday season with the release of the J.C. Penney Wishbook catalog. Children would spend hours circling dream toys, creating Christmas wish lists that became family traditions. This wasn't just a catalog, it was a book of dreams and hope. J.C. Penney pioneered the in-store salon experience, allowing customers to shop and get beauty services simultaneously. It transformed shopping from a chore into an experience. As department stores evolved, one retail giant was about to dominate American culture like no other. Sears wasn't just a store, it was an American institution. Founded in 1892, Sears literally built America, selling everything from craftsman tools to entire houses through mail-order catalogs. Imagine ordering a house piece by piece and assembling it on your land. That was the Sears promise. The Sears catalog was a cultural phenomenon. Families would gather around the thick wishbook, dreaming of the latest innovations. Sears introduced America to reliable brands, Craftsman tools, Die-Hard batteries, Kenmore appliances, names synonymous with quality. In 1970, Sears demonstrated its cultural dominance by building the Sears Tower in Chicago, then the world's tallest building. This wasn't just retail, this was American ambition made manifest. From catalog giants to mail-order pioneers, retail innovation was just getting started. Before the internet, Montgomery Ward brought the world to rural America through mail-order catalogs. Founded in 1872, it was the lifeline for families in remote areas who couldn't access big city shopping. These catalogs were storytelling books that enchanted children every Thanksgiving. Montgomery Ward pioneered the slogan, "Satisfaction Guaranteed or Your Money Back," a promise that became the gold standard of retail. The catalog contained everything from farm tools to clothing, allowing isolated communities to access the same products as city dwellers. It was democracy through retail, bringing equality to American shopping. Are you loving this trip down memory lane? Click through to our Vintage America Tales channel and explore more nostalgic journeys that'll take you back in time. But mail order was just one way stores reached American families. With over 2,000 locations, Kmart created retail's most memorable experience, the Blue Light Special. Suddenly, a blue light flashes and an announcement echoes. "Attention Kmart shoppers, Blue Light Special in aisle 7. The excitement turned routine shopping into treasure hunting. The Kmart Cafe was beloved for soft pretzels and icy drinks. For teenagers, it was a casual dating spot. For families, a welcome rest stop during shopping trips. Kmart's layaway policy revolutionized how working families could afford Christmas gifts, allowing them to pay over time without credit. Which of these stores bring back your memories? Drop a comment and tell us about your favorite childhood shopping experience. From discount giants to community cornerstones, every store had its own personality. Ben Franklin stores had a charm that big chains couldn't replicate. Operating under a franchise model, each store reflected its owner's personality, making every location a unique adventure. You might find treasures in one store that weren't available anywhere else. What makes Ben Franklin historically significant is that Sam Walton, founder of Walmart, began his retail career here. He learned the 5-and-dime model that would later inspire his retail empire. Ben Franklin was the training ground for America's most successful retailer. These stores were community gathering places where you could find craft supplies, toys, school supplies, and household items. They represented small-town America at its most authentic and personal. Speaking of authentic retail experiences, some stores captured regional American spirit perfectly. Before Walmart dominated the landscape, TG&Y ruled the South and Midwest. Named after its founders Tomlinson, Gosselin, and Young, TG&Y embodied the true 5-and-dime spirit with its slogan, "Your best buy is at TG&Y." This was where mothers found sewing patterns and embroidery floss for craft projects, while children collected baseball cards and browsed toy sections. TG&Y wasn't flashy. It was practical, economical, and genuinely useful for every family member. The store represented an era when regional discount chains could thrive, offering alternatives to traditional department stores. It was simple, retail, done right, focusing on value and community service over corporate polish. But some stores specialized in creating pure childhood magic. Hill's department stores held a special place in Rust Belt hearts, especially during Christmas season when their toy departments transformed into wonderlands. Picture rows of shelves piled high with every conceivable toy: dolls, remote-controlled cars, board games, and building sets, creating a magical world where childhood dreams came true. The Hills snack bar was legendary, filling the store with the aroma of grilled hot dogs and buttery popcorn. After long shopping trips, stopping for a hot dog and popcorn became an essential ritual that made Hills visits complete experiences. Hills pioneered layaway policies, helping lower-income families purchase holiday gifts and large items without immediate full payment. This wasn't just retail, it was community support. From toys to technology, some stores catered to very specific passions. RadioShack was paradise for electronics enthusiasts and DIY tinkerers. From the 1970s through the 1990s, stepping into RadioShack meant entering a world of infinite electronic possibilities, thousands of tiny components, wires, batteries, adapters, and even legendary TRS-80 computers. The distinctive scent of plastic and electronic components triggered memories of weekend projects and electronic experimentation. But what made RadioShack truly special was its knowledgeable staff. They weren't just salespeople. They were teachers and consultants ready to help solve any electronic challenge. RadioShack created communities for people with shared technical passions, fostering innovation and learning in an era before YouTube tutorials and online forums. Which store are you most nostalgic about? Share your story below. From technology to pure childhood wonder, some stores existed solely for dreams. KB Toys wasn't just a toy store. It was a colorful, magical world where childhood dreams lived. Walking into KB Toys meant being surrounded by towering shelves of toys, glamorous Barbie dolls, powerful action figures, challenging board games, and the latest electronic gadgets. The sounds of new toys, children's laughter, and festive atmosphere created an environment of pure excitement. For children, KB Toys was where birthday and Christmas wish lists were born, where imagination ran wild, and where parents knew they'd find something special. KB Toys successfully created spaces for children to dream and explore, making every visit feel like an adventure into possibility. But some stores promised glimpses of the future itself. The sharper image was dubbed the gateway to the future right in your local mall. This wasn't a store selling necessities. It sold experiences and high-tech gadgets you didn't really need but absolutely wanted. Imagine trying out relaxing massage chairs, discovering modern air purifiers, or marveling at unique gadgets you'd never seen anywhere else. Every item exuded sophistication and modernity, making customers feel like they were visiting a miniature technology exhibition. The sharper image created a feeling that anything was possible with the right gadgets, attracting those who loved innovation and novelty. It was a place to explore and marvel at things that seemed possible only in the future. Some stores took shopping experiences to entirely new levels. Service merchandise offered a shopping experience unlike any other. Founded in 1934 and gaining fame in the 1960s-70s, they pioneered a futuristic approach that seems unique even today. You'd enter a giant showroom displaying product samples, Browse thick catalogs, select items, fill out order slips, and then wait for magic to happen. Your purchases would appear on a conveyor belt from the mysterious back warehouse, as if delivered from another world. The excitement of waiting for items to emerge from behind the wall created unforgettable experiences. Service merchandise represented retail innovation at its most creative, even though the model eventually couldn't compete with instant gratification shopping trends. From futuristic shopping to neighborhood convenience, stores served every community need. White Hen Pantry, serving the Chicago area, became an indispensable part of local residents' daily lives. Founded in 1965, this wasn't just a convenience store, it was a community cornerstone. White Hen Pantry was where you'd stop for milk and bread, especially for their famous deli sandwiches. The deli counter attracted busy families wanting quick, quality meals. Fresh made-to-order sandwiches built a reputation beyond typical convenience stores. This chain showed how convenience stores could offer speed and genuine community connection in urban environments. From convenience to comprehensive grocery shopping, some stores revolutionized how America ate. When you stepped into A&P, the first thing you noticed was the rich aroma of freshly ground coffee. Founded in 1859, A&P was dubbed the inventor of modern grocery shopping and became America's largest grocery chain by the mid-20th century. For millions of families, A&P wasn't just a store, it was an indispensable part of weekly routines. That coffee scent became the smell of weekend mornings and family dinner conversations. A&P revolutionized food shopping by offering affordable prices and wide product variety, bringing convenience and choices to families across the nation. But A&P was just one of many grocery pioneers that changed American eating habits. Piggly Wiggly introduced a revolutionary concept that changed food shopping. The first self-service grocery store in America. Before Piggly Wiggly, customers gave lists to clerks who retrieved items. At Piggly Wiggly, customers were free to choose products from shelves themselves. This simple concept brought unprecedented convenience and efficiency to food shopping. The pig mascot and pink canned white signage became symbols of innovation. Piggly Wiggly gave customers freedom of choice and the ability to discover new products independently. Regional grocery chains brought their own unique flavors to American communities. Winn-Dixie stood as a familiar pillar throughout the southern United States. Founded in 1925, it distinguished itself with friendly service and its famous slogan, "The customer is king." This wasn't just a place to buy food, it was where communities gathered, where neighbors met and shared daily stories. Memories of Winn-Dixie are associated with Southern warmth, where staff were always welcoming. You could find quality fresh products and local specialties, all served with genuine smiles. Winn-Dixie symbolized community cohesion in an era when grocery stores were neighborhood institutions. Innovation in grocery shopping took many creative forms. Alphabeta created a unique grocery experience with an innovative approach, arranging merchandise alphabetically. Founded in 1915, Alphabeta made shopping easier by organizing everything logically from A to Z. Shopping at Alphabeta was pleasant and efficient. Aisles were incredibly clean and bright, staff were friendly, and everything was logically organized. The chain became famous for its catchy jingle on TV and radio, a tune that stuck in consumers' minds and became part of popular culture. Alphabeta was also among the first chains to introduce loyalty programs, pioneering customer loyalty concepts that later became industry standards. Some grocery stores became cultural institutions in their regions. Schwegman giant supermarkets pioneered the comprehensive shopping center concept in New Orleans, becoming one of America's first true supermarkets. Schwegman was famous for giant stores offering multiple services from groceries to pharmacies, creating one-stop shopping destinations. Their unique and humorous newspaper advertisements reflected New Orleans' distinctive spirit and culture. The large stores filled with merchandise and vibrant atmosphere made Schwegman familiar destinations for bulk shopping and community gathering. Schwegman's reputation for independence was legendary. They often refused acquisition offers from large corporations, demonstrating commitment to local culture and their own distinctive business style. West Coast grocery shopping had its own beloved institutions. Lucky stores dominated the West Coast, especially California, with friendly service and iconic Lucky Red bags, founded in 1935. These bags weren't just containers, they were symbols, evoking memories of fun and convenient shopping trips. Lucky Store's innovation was their threes a crowd policy, ensuring customers never waited long at checkout. If 3 or more customers lined up, staff would quickly open another lane, demonstrating commitment to customer experience and efficiency. In-store deli counters and bakeries provided convenience and variety of fresh products, making lucky stores complete shopping destinations that served entire communities. But some discount stores evolved into retail empires. Zayers, launched in 1956, carries memories of working-class neighborhoods on the East Coast and Midwest. This wasn't a neat store. Zayers was a treasure trove of discounted goods where cluttered aisles promised unique finds. Mothers found children's clothes and affordable items with unexpected toy discounts. The joy of discovering favorites amidst chaotic merchandise was Zayers' special experience. Zayers launched TJ Maxx by shifting to a fashion-oriented discount concept, demonstrating strategic vision at the cost of its own brand. Which of these forgotten stores brings back your strongest memories? Share your stories in the comments below. These 20 stores weren't just retail spaces, they were the backdrop of American life, where families created traditions, communities gathered, and generations learned the joy of discovery. Each store tells a story of innovation, connection, and the ever-evolving American dream. From 5 and dime counters to futuristic shopping experiences, these stores shaped how we lived, shopped, and connected with our communities. They remind us that retail was once about more than transactions. It was about experiences, relationships, and shared memories. Which forgotten department store do you miss most? Share this video with a friend who remembers these incredible places. If you loved this journey through retail history, subscribe to Vintage America Tales. We're preserving the incredible stories that shaped American life, one forgotten memory at a time.